going on, guys? Another day here at F-Line Garage, and today I have to fix something because I went to take the Z06 here to get a track alignment. I could post those specs up here too. I have not run it, but I am going to Chin at Sebring this Saturday, so in a couple days. Now, after I got my car, I was told my car was ready at the alignment place. I went to put my OMP quick release steering wheel back on, and guess what? It didn't go on. Now, it clearly worked when I took it there. It didn't work coming back. Long story short, I am replacing all of this because now that the steering wheel's on, I had to use a little bit of a, shall we say, force to get it on, and the splines are now ruined. But it was the only way that I could get the steering wheel on so I could drive it onto the trailer. The tech at the shop said that he used a hammer to try to get the steering wheel on. I don't think we normally do that. So, needless to say, I had to update everything, and I went to a drift event at Sebring 2 days ago, and I asked everyone on the forum. Thank you guys on the Facebook group Trackable Corvettes. Big shout out to them because everybody there said that they use NRG. Now, that's what I went with. I got NRG here. I got the SRK 250BK. I then got the SRK 170H. And then I also got the spacer here. This is a SRK, I think 500B. Yes. So, we're gonna take all this off, put all of this on. Hopefully it works. How hard can it be? All right, so this is what came with the car. I got a nice OMP wheel. I like it. I'm going to keep it. All of this came with it. So my first plan of attack here is I'm going to unscrew all these by these Allens, right? That'll remove the steering wheel, and I'm going to replace this. Keep this and replace everything else. So this just needs to come off. That'll leave me the jammed on splines and all this mechanism, which I am going to replace. And then I'm going to have to remove the steering nut here. So I'm going to just start by doing this, and I will hopefully be able to easily take these off then, and everything will come along together. So what better time to start than right now? Here we go. I got a 2.5 Allen here, which fits perfectly in here. And then I got a 5/16 wrench, which fits right here. So I'm just going to hold this, unscrew those, and this will pop off, and then we'll just keep working deeper and deeper into this until we get just the steering shaft, and then we can start remounting everything. So just going to undo these 6 and go from there. Now, before I go any further, I got it off super easy. Here's the OMP steering wheel, and here's the SRK, I think, 500B. Now, this is going to go, in essence, up here. But what I really want to make sure of before I keep going and try to rip this thing apart is that these holes line up. Now, just like that. I don't know if you guys can see, but all those holes line up. So I do know that this is going to work. This is good. Sometimes going cross brands is can be hard to get everything to marry up to each other, but this is perfect. I am happy with this. So let's keep going. Next up, I'm going to be removing these here. So far, easy peasy, guys. Here's the quick release hub. This one was by Lifeline. Now, this one was treating me very well until some tech decided to bang it with a hammer. So right now I'm going to take this off, take this off. You can see this says top. This is my top screw right here. I'll probably mark it somehow just because I'm not perfectly up and down. I should have done that before, so learn from me. This is from Momo right here. You can see right here. And I'm going to unpackage everything I got now, take this off, put everything back on with all the new parts. So here we go. Do you guys ever like get partway through a project and you're like, man, I got to pivot? Well, this is one of those situations. So let me show you what I'm up against Where I left off was I was going to take off the steering nut, more or less, right? And then put everything back on from NRG. However, let me show you what I got. So I was gonna take this nut off in here, but this is from Momo, and it looks like this is going to bolt right up. This goes on right like this, and then my steering wheel will go on that. I'm not even sure I'm gonna need the base or the spacer here to straighten it up. That's gonna be something I'm gonna figure out here shortly, but I'm gonna start by putting this on first. Put this on the quick release, attach it to the hub, and see where it lines up, and I may need to pivot it. I've heard that when you try to put this on here on the C5 Corvette, it's slightly to the left. So this, I'm not using it as a spacer. What I'm using it is to use up the separate holes to cock it to the right just ever so slightly. So I'm gonna put that on, put this on that, put it on here, and see where we end up. This might be a lot easier than I thought, so let's keep watching. So far, everything is lining up perfectly. This is supposed to be up at the top, and then when you take this off, there's a dot up at the top, and it all lines up so far. And if I put my steering wheel on, lining up with the holes, it is exactly where I want it. So I'm going to thread my Allens back in. If everything looks good, I'm actually going to take it all apart and Loctite it so that nothing will happen at the racetrack. That's the least, that's something I really don't want to have to deal with. That's something that's avoidable. So just going to put this back on here, and we're good. So how hard can it be? Let me finish this thing up. And that's how we do it. How hard can it be? This time it was not hard. It actually ended up being a lot easier than I wanted it to be, which is great. Shorter video, less for me to show you guys, but hey, this just goes to show you sometimes your chips fall the way you want them to. If you can see here, it's all lined up. I reused this from Momo. This all right here is new. So let me try. You can't do it with one hand, so hang on. Yeah. Bam. Just like that, steering wheel is off. That's what it's gonna look like. And everything is lined up. Really happy with it. You're supposed to be able to just put it on and bam, bam, there it is. All those ball bearings fit nice and in those grooves. Man, I have no play in it except for the wheel lock, which I mean is normal, and it is exactly where I want it. So I am just so thrilled with how this came out. I got a few extra parts, gonna return those, get some money back, more gasoline fuel money right there. So life is good right now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I know it's been a while since I posted everything. Life's been kind of busy, as with all of us, so thank you for staying with me, staying tuned, and catch me in a few days. I'll be out Sebring with Chin. I'm gonna have a great riding instructor sitting right here, learning how to drive this car to its limits. And I really hope that once I get that under my belt, I'm gonna really start working on this and getting it into a time attack vehicle right here. Contemplating taking off the supercharger for heat issues. I don't know, I haven't really driven it through its paces enough to figure that part out yet, but as I get out there more and I get more time in this seat, more things will become clear. So please stay tuned. I got a lot of cars coming and going, and there's gonna be a lot more content coming up. So thank you so much for sticking with me. Like, subscribe, share, do your thing, and I'll do mine. Take care, guys.